stopped it. There is an issue that there's a privilege that you need to allow me. What the message is popping up from my side is that I cannot start the video because the host has stopped it.
Same for me. Yeah.
So can you just try that?
Yeah.
Same message still popping up.
I'm in. I think they're coming back to you, Norman.
Hey, Norman, can you try now?
I'm trying to turn on. Yeah,
Yep.
It's up now. Thank you.
You're in.
Oh, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So welcome to IABAC Alumni Talk. So today we have Mr. Norman from one of our partner. He's joining from African region, and we have Hans, who's the director of IABC. So Norman recently got placed in Deloitte after completing the IBC certification, which is called Certified Data Scientist. So we just checking how was the process, how the training, and other information. So hence, how do you?
Okay. I am Hans Volkers, founder director of IABAC. I have the honor to hold a little interview with you, Norman. I first want to congratulate you for your career transition with the help of IABAC certification. And what made you pursue a career in data science, Norman?
So, for me, what made me to pursue the career in data science was I would call it like it was an accidental, in that if you look through my profile, you see that I tried to venture into the field of asset management. But by the virtue of the first job that I landed to, I got employed in a data analytics firm, where I gained more interest and skills, and that made me now to transition my career from not now focusing on the asset management, but rather to the data analytics teams, which now suits well with what I agree is my professional aspiration.
Okay. And do you see any way of combining it even? Because I can imagine, pretty well aware of asset management as well. I can imagine that with digital twins, it might help quite a lot if you can use AI for manipulating those models.
Pardon, I didn't get your question right.
Can you combine the two? Because I can imagine that, knowing a bit of asset management, that, for example, for digital twins, you may be able to use AI for modeling as well. And so you may be even able to combine the two, which might be even more interesting, I guess.
Yeah, true. I agree with you. Yeah, referring, if I just got your question right, it's the aspect of the domain knowledge. Yeah. Having studied quite a lot of finance disciplines and professionalism, and if you look through my career as well, from wherever I'm transitioning from, I'm just transitioning within the financial sector. And my previous employer was the pension administration firm, which more or less was doing the modeling and asset liability using data. So I was highly used. And as well as where I am today, banks using a lot of data, insurance, because I'm still within the financial sector. That's where I'm a little bit more accustomed to. So yeah, a combination of the data, AI, and the domain knowledge really enables me to better position myself in the market and provide better service to the clients that I'm serving.
I can imagine. Okay. How was your training experience with our authorized training partner?
Maybe to okay, just come up clearly. I'm struggling to get to hear you clear. I don't know whether it's myself that I'm having internet buffering issues or
Okay.
I don't
Shall
know
I
what is the
repeat? Yeah, shall I
yeah,
repeat?
yes.
How was your training experience with the training from our authorized training partner?
Yeah, it was a period of 7 months.
Okay. But
Yeah, but of course that
were
was
they helpful and friendly, and did they support you properly?
Yeah, they are very helpful in terms of guiding each other. They really understand that not everyone who comes from a technical skill, and therefore they walk you through the journey from a very initial stages to the climax of the data science professionalism. So it's a very friendly institution that is really driving this course here in Kenya.
Okay. Can you share some of the tips that really helped in your interview process, and how is the job market in your region?
So basically, some of the tips that, of course, I got is like the aspect of the communication, which most of the tech data really don't pay attention to. And what I mean by that is that through the trainings and the experience that I've gained over the time, it has enabled me to communicates my data insights and innovation strategies to the senior management or the person who will be making decision in a cinema. Apart from the actual crunching of the numbers and making them communicate the language, whatever makes me stand out and whatever makes me convey whatever I need to say to whoever is making the decision is the aspect of the communication skill. And that has been built on top of, because remember, I'm offering this service within the financial sector. So, and my background is very strong within finance. So I am able to communicate the language to whoever needs to listen to the information in a clear and articulate manner.
The user understands you well.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what language he speaks. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
How much time did you spend on studying during your training and after that?
I would say mine, I did a part-time sort of training because I was working somewhere. And I used to commit 3 hours in a day, but 5 hours on weekends, that is on Saturday and Sunday, for a period of 7 months.
Okay.
Cumulatively, maybe you can try to do the math, give and take. Roughly, I don't know how many hours in terms of number. But 3 hours a day, 10 hours on weekend, that is 5 Saturday, 5 Sunday, for a period of 7 months.
Okay. Okay, that's a decent investment in a study that is worthwhile, at least, because you came into this job, among other things, because of your certification. Yeah. How did your project and hands-on experience help in the interview?
Okay, like in those tech interviews, what you'll come to realize is that the interviewers, they don't look into the theoretical aspect of the things. They look on how hands-on you are, how better, because in fact, nowadays of the interviews I got at Deloitte, I had to explain a given scoring model, right from where you get the data all the way to the deployment aspect of the thing. So the aspect of understanding the credit scoring deployment process enabled me to better articulate and convince them that I really understand the whole process of from a tech point of view.
Okay. Can you tell me about a specific project or task at Deloitte where you felt your IABAC training gave you a unique advantage or insight? Or is that the asset management project you mentioned?
I think it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot to be precise, and given that the nature of the work that we deal with is more or less of consulting, and you provide these consulting services to many other clients. Just picking one of it is an instance where I won't mention the name of the client, but of course I can just talk through what the project entailed. It was more or less of trying to do a enterprise risk management validation process, looking at how the risk data is aggregated for risk reporting purposes and compliance to different regulatory bodies. Yeah, that is there's a guidance on the provided by BC record on how the risk data is supposed to be aggregated and the quality of the data that is supposed to be used for risk reporting purposes. And it was a unique project that hasn't been done before, but they required, you remember this, the basic tenet of data analytics and science, right from data understanding, was applicable there. It's only that now the context was changing to something that has not been done before. But the basic principles that I got of data quality tenets really applied, because that's what the bestseller code also applies when they talk of risk data aggregation and risk reporting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What advice could you give to learners who are interested in a data science or AI career?
So, like, remember, this is an ever-changing environment, and we are in a tech space, to be precise. And what I've come to realize over time is that data is like at the heartbeat of any innovation. In this market, whether you're coming from a career search or a business search, what will make you stand out from the rest is the aspect of the innovative mindset. Holding the fact that the data is the heartbeat of innovation, then what I can advise the learner, the individuals or young upcoming professional want to join into the data science and AI sort of practices is that they keep planning, they become curious and try to, and they don't have to underestimate the power of what data predictive modeling solution can do to their life and also to the society they're serving. Yeah, that's what I can tell them.
Okay, you sound like a happy employee.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you found your career. That's clear. Okay.
Yeah.
May I give the word back to the organization of IABAC?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if somebody else has other questions, but they will tell.
If you have any questions, please update in the Q&A. I think there's one question from LinkedIn. So somebody's asking, how was the interview process at Deloitte?
So the interview process at Deloitte, as in I would say it is both technical and also behavioral in a way. So what I mean by that, we'll have those sessions with the HR, and they want to know more about you, and as well as you know more about the organization and also themselves. And from there, right to what I'm dealing. So basically, there's a technical aspect that you'll be requested to run with the project. They will just give you an example, or they can either guide you or tell you to come up with one, where you now then need to talk through. What they'll be looking forward to is the confidence aspect, because that is what they want to gauge. Are you confident with what you're saying, and how articulate are you projecting whatever the things you're saying? because remember, in these, not only Deloitte, other consulting firms, you are providing this service to many other clients. One being you have to be confident on what you know and what you're saying, and also you have to articulate it in a better way that can be understood by both technical and non-technical professionals.
There's one question from Jacqueline. How was your typical day at Deloitte?
I can't hear you what you're saying.
So there's a question from Jacqueline.
Yes.
How was your typical day look like in Deloitte?
So my typical day, I remember, is a consulting and advisory sort of services, and you're providing these service to many other clients. I won't say like every day I wake up and do a given repetitive set of work. It is what is within the table. Today I'll be dealing with a data engineering project. Tomorrow I'll be dealing with a data privacy and governance project. And the day after tomorrow I'll be dealing with data decision science, which is artificial intelligence, machine learning, visualization, predictive modeling, and things of that sort. So basically, within the consulting and advisory, we don't have like rigid, monotonous way of working where you wake up, you go get statement, analyze. Tomorrow you repeat the same for the next organization. So in data analytics consulting processes, it depends on what the project you are providing or the service you're providing to the client. It can be a data engineering, so then that will require you to apply the data engineering skills and technologies. And that maybe for data engineering, you might be required, maybe it's an online cloud data engineering, on-premises data engineering, and so on and so forth. Moving to data privacy, can be data privacy on its own or data privacy and governance, data strategy as well. It just depends with the client engagement. We provide both strategy. You can be in a strategy, then you're just trying to come up with a formulation of policies and way and process that needs to be put in place so that the organization can be geared. If, for instance, you are dealing with an AI strategy, then can drive the organization toward an AI-driven data decisioning. It just depends on the context, but there is no monotonous way of saying like, this is what I do on a daily basis. It just depends on the project you're handling.
There's one question from YouTube. So I'm from Johannesburg. How's the job market in South Africa in terms of data science, AI? So how's big? And if somebody do a course in any one stream, which all companies are currently hiring? So if you can give some information, it will be great.
So what I'll do is that I'll provide that answer in a more generic way. And I'll start by saying that what is in the public domain and the statistics that you can get out there. If you look at the context of Africa, in the next 30 years, Africa is poised to have the world's largest workforce. To empower this potential, maybe there is a need to drive progress towards economical, high quality, equitable, and educated workforce. So what you need is to provide skills and technology understanding to the individuals who will be geared towards improving the whole understanding of the African market. So yes, there is a market to it, and if you can associate yourself and or just be on the lookout, these companies are reaching out for headhunting within these other professional platforms like LinkedIn. When you have well prepared yourself, and you have the technical capacities that you feel that, okay, just put them there, the project that you have done, just put them there, create a directory where someone can just go click, see what you have done, and you never know what that can do for you. So I won't speak specifically, but I can say the market for data science and data science professionals is still not yet satisfied. There's the demand against the supply is still a pent-up demand there.
Okay. I have one last question. Are you a data analyst or data scientist or data engineer? Where do you place yourself?
So for me, I'm best suited in data science, the much predictive modeling, visualization, machine learning, that data science, data decision science. But still, I can run with some concept within the data engineering as well as data privacy at the same time. So for me, and where we provide the service, yes, we have specialists that falls within different areas, but of course, we cut across at some point. You'll see, because data is divided into three arms. There's data management, which talks about master data management. The whole bit's about the engineering. We have also the data governance and privacy, and as well as the data decision science. For me, I'm best suited in data decision science, but of course, I also cut across within other arms of data strategy.
One question from LinkedIn. I'm planning to join for data science. I'm not technically good at coding. I'm from a commerce background. Do you think that I can learn data science?
True, yes, you can learn. As in, if I can speak a little bit about IABAC, of course, maybe Hans is best suited to talk about it. The whole process is not just for those technical students. Myself, I studied economics and statistics. So the tech, that is the computer science proficiency, was not in me. Although I had pursued some courses, they were not well enough to put me into that environment that I can compete with the fellow technical professions such as the computer science itself. So to answer the question of whether someone who has a non-technical background can pursue data science, yes, they can. What they need to do is that they need to invest more time. And remember, we have so many other sources where you can learn this technical skill. We have we have online materials that will always guide you. What will be needed of you is just that aspect of being curious in terms of what next, what do I need to do, and understanding, having someone who can hold your hand, telling you at this stage, you maybe need to understand this language that will assist you to do this. And from this stage, you need to understand this other language. And from this stage, this is what you need to do. You need a mentor who can guide you through the way if you're coming from an non-tech. And also you really need to invest more time if you want to. But just to, because I want to clear some air, it's not about the tools and technology mostly when it comes to data analytics. It's first to understand what the customers want and what problem you want to unpack. So that will go in hand. So you start by understanding the problem and the data as well. So then you can resort to whatever tools and technology you need to put in place. At some point, you don't have even to use these tools and technology, even the Python for scripting or whatever. Sometimes the basic Excel can suffice whatever you need to do. So it's not about the technology, but of course, technologies are good if you want to scale up your career.
One question from an anonymous attendee. Can you give some advice on job hunting? That means which all platforms they have to apply for job, like LinkedIn, Naukri. Do you have any specific things in your region?
So for me, what I usually use is LinkedIn. That's the one that I usually do my personal branding there. And because I know nowadays, especially in this tech field and the whole process about headhunting, most of the organization nowadays, they are not sending out emails and advertisement asking for people to apply. We have come up with a new strategy, or other employers have come up with a new way of getting whom they want from these social media platforms, professional platforms such as LinkedIn. So what I would say is try to package yourself, try to know who you are following as well, because there are people who brands. Try to join a profession. Don't if you really skewing toward data science, just try to follow those people who are the industry leaders in that space. And if you're following another discipline as well, just do that. Just that will enhance and create visibility. One, it will enable you to understand the upcoming technologies, because that's where you'll see people posting their own stuff. And then once you get a chance to be interviewed, then you can talk through and someone will see if this person is up to speed with whatever is really happening with the context of their market. Yeah. So it's all about personal branding and knowing what to do at the right time. Yeah, by following the right people and also trying to share what you have done. If you have done some few projects, also don't feel shy of sharing them out there. You don't know who it will land to. And through that, you'll create connection, network, and your visibility as well will be on a higher level.
I think we're done. Thank you, Hans. Thank you, Norman. And thank you, Africa Center for Data Science Analytics. They are one of our partner in South African region. They are from Nairobi, Kenya. So thank you, everyone. There are a lot of people joined across the globe. So we hope the session was insightful. So we will be back with some other exciting sessions soon. Check out our LinkedIn channel for more updates. Thank you, everyone. Wish you a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.